Okay, interesting. Excuse me. So it's come back above the value area low. It's come back above the point of control. It's just consolidating here, back above this white line that I had marked. You see this previous low? See that? So it's nicely holding that as support. That's kind of what you want to see. So we're kind of ranging now in the bottom of this range. That's good. That's kind of what you want to see now. You want to see that. The point of control is still there. It looks like the point of control is holding a support now, but it's quite a messy range in this low, in these lows. Yeah. So just because I have an idea for the price to go down doesn't mean it's going to go down. And when people think like this guy's crazy, why has he got this idea? It doesn't mean that. Just because I drew it doesn't mean that I think it's going to go down. I don't think anything. I think it could go up or down. I don't know. But the point is that if it goes down, then if it does behave like this, then they'll be looking to buy it. Like I predict a potential future, and if it happens, then it will give me confidence to buy it. That's all. But this doesn't have to happen just because it hasn't gone down. Is it going up? I have no idea. I still think we're I don't know if it's ready yet. I can't tell you. It's kind of what you want to see though. You want to see interest. Let me just put this all down. What's that long trade? So yeah, another idea when it goes down there. Just put all of this into my, keep that. Get rid of this. And this fixed range. Keep that. Start retracement. Right. So got less data. We have a look at the volume on this range. So the value area low has gone down. You see that? That's good. And the point of control is now in the lows. This is what I said. I said, if you remember my previous videos, that's what you want to see. You want to see the point of control to flip from the highs into the lows. That's bullish. Yeah. And this has come down a little bit as well. That's why you level these, mark these off so you can see the change. So this was the previous volume levels of interest, the value area high, the point of control, and the value area low. And so with this last bit of consolidation and the lows, when I extend my volume pool from where it was, so where was it? It was somewhere here. See? The point of control wasn't high. So this last bit of volume has changed the volume area. And now the point of control is here. The value area is lower. And the value area high is now the previous, basically the previous point of control. So the volume area has shifted. This is what you want to see. You want to see that kind of behavior. I'll have to cut that out. Yeah, so the volume area has moved lower, and that's good. That's kind of what you want to see. You want to see that. And so what you now what you don't want to see. So look, what you want to see has happened, and now you really don't want to see us lose this range now. Like, you don't really want the price to go down now. Okay. I don't think that would be healthy for the price. Like, now that you're putting volume in at these lows of this range, this must continue. And as long as it doesn't go lower and start forming resistance of this previous range, then you're good. Then this could be, then this could be quite good. Yeah, as long as this is not like going to form resistance because the price goes down, but because the point of control is now flipped to the lows, you have confidence to start accumulating on support. The point of control needs to hold now as support, which it is. Look, it's already, you can already see that there's a little bit of support offered here on the 4-hour time frame. See that? So as long as it holds a support, then maybe you can make your way up. You start making your way up. It's kind of what you want to see. You want to start seeing the price move up into the value area high, and then you have to see what happens. Doesn't really correspond with any kind of significant fib level. Yeah. Let me have a look at the higher time frame candles. Just get rid of this now. Which range? Get rid of that now. So you can still see that we're underneath this higher time frame. From this pivot to this high, we're back under, we're under this, like this 382, and we're kind of in between this 50% and this 382. We're kind of there at the moment. We do have a little bit of a channel as well. Yeah. I still think there's time. Like, I don't know if it's ready to go up. Yeah. I think this month has to form. This month candles like it's like a doji in the lows. And then next month we'll know whether it goes up or down. I think if it goes up, it'll be, that's what you want to see. You want to see the next month go up and form a monthly green candle back in that highs to reverse, to kind of reverse this whole thing. It's kind of what you want to see on the monthly time frame. If you're looking at candles and you want this whole thing to start forming a reversal on the higher time frame. And actually this is quite good because you had this, is that the gate launch? It's kind of holding as support here. It was kind of holding as resistance here. It was holding as support here and here now. So I think if this month holds here, then the next month you're looking for the reversal. So you want the price to go up, and that will give people a lot of confidence if next month the price went up. And also if this month the price closes green like it is potentially next week, you're basically effectively you're creating a new level here we call the monthly level potentially. I'm not saying it's going to happen because it has to close green, and then you have a new monthly liquidity level here. That'll be quite a strong level. And so you could potentially, and also you'll, how many more days on this week? We've only got 5 days on this week. So in 5 days time, if you close with a green weekly candle here, then you're also creating some sort of weekly level at exactly the same place. So there's a very, very strong level being formed potentially now at this price here at 2 cents. And the next month, if you get like a back test to go up, that would be really nice. Next month. The value area low is lower, but look, the point of control is in would be in exactly the same place of this range. So you have, assuming that this in the next 5 days, the weekly and the monthly closes with this as a green monthly and weekly candle, then you're going to have really strong confluence here. Okay, now that will be an amazing place to enter then for a long, and you'll have a really easy invalidation, because then your invalidation will be lows here. That's kind of what you're looking for, and then you target as high as you want, but you would be looking to take profit at the value area high. That would be the kind of trades you'd be looking for, and your entry would be a back test into the liquidity level, that new level that was formed, the monthly and the weekly level. That's kind of what you'd be looking for. You may not get it, because in crypto people like to get really bullish and like to front run the future. Who knows how that will pan out. And if that doesn't pan out the way you wanted, then what you can do is, once this weekly candle forms, so what day are we today? We are it's Wednesday. So by Sunday we're going to have the weekly candle, and then we're going to have the monthly candle. So if this weekly is green, the monthly closes, that's green, then what you can do is you can look for a pullback on the monthly candle, and you can ladder in at the 50% mark all the way down to the bottom of the candle. That's kind of what I would try to do. It'd be the same thing on the weekly candle. You'd be trying to ladder in all the way down to the bottom of the candle, and then you'll be hoping for the price to come back down, to react, and then continuation. That's what you want. You want to see that, and then you don't really want these lows now to be taken, and that will be good, because then you'll be forming a higher low. That's kind of, that would be bullish, forming a higher low. If that doesn't pan out, you could get invalidated. It'd be weird, because if you get invalidated, you'd be going through 2 liquidity levels and a point of control and the value area low. But for some reason it could happen. Anything can happen in trading, in the markets. And if you do get stopped out for some reason, then the next entry would be the swing failure of these lows to go back up. Be like a fake out, just to clear the liquidity one more time from these lows, get people bearish, just to buy up back into the range, and you're off to the races. But then you would be invalidated too. The minute you see the swing failure, you just have to get back in, and then you'd have to have a second attempt at it, but you have a much smaller invalidation then. Yeah, so you're looking, I don't know if that will happen, because if we close green on the weekly and the monthly, you got on the point of control into the value area low of this range, you've got pretty strong levels there. So it would be really weird for it to then suddenly drop. So this is actually looking a lot better than it was a few days ago. And there was no real rush. Like, that's what I was saying before. You don't need to rush in. I wasn't looking to rush into catching a falling knife or to catch bearish price action, because even if I was to enter now from maybe the absolute low, wherever it was, it's only 11% high. It's not a big deal, you know. Like, in the scale of things, I feel safer now if I was to enter, simply because of the levels now, the way the price is formed, the volume is formed. Now I know now that even if the price goes down now, I'll be buying onto resistance, whereas before I wasn't doing that. I wouldn't have been buying into support. Before I wasn't buying into support. Before I was thinking about maybe not reclaiming the value area lower and the price falling down. Yeah. And so that's what you're waiting to see. You're just waiting to see what the market sentiment is like. Are people still bullish, or are people now overly bearish and looking to exit because the price isn't behaving the way they had hoped? I don't think it's a good idea to hope. It's a good idea to just see what's happening and then just trade the price action, right? And then David says, I took that SFP. Well, next time you do the stream and I'll trade.